important conversation right now that we would love for you to listen to. After the explosion of the Smitty supply warehouse in Roseland, officials are starting to put into scope the environmental impacts. But what we know is still very limited. And today we are joined by Christy Trail, Pontchartrain Conservancy's executive director, to discuss the concerns. And just before she joined us on set, we were talking the commercial break, and you were saying you have more questions than answers. And you're someone who used to work in oil spill cleanup. What are your questions, Christy?
I have a lot of questions, Lucy. Yeah. First of all, when were booms deployed? I think it's not clear to the public and to us when were those booms first deployed. We see now that booms are out there, how many are out there, and exactly what are the locations. I think it would be really useful for the public to just understand when that initial response started and where did they initially start picking up oil.
So obviously, as members of the media, we expect constant communication. As the Conservancy, do you expect more communication than what they've had with everyone?
Yes, I mean, we've been asking a lot of questions, and I think as the public has a right to know where are the booms, where are the samples being collected, and what are they testing for? I think getting those results out to the public, you know, I know there's been some public meetings, some of the residents are expressing some frustration, and that's rightfully so. Like, we all want to understand, what are the state agencies sampling for, and where are those results?
The last press release that we've had was DEQ website on Monday. It is now Wednesday. What is your opinion of that time that has gone by?
I think by now there are some sample results in hand, and I really hope that we see a little bit more transparency from the agencies that are leading this response effort. It is a good thing EPA came in and they're able to run this response effort. They have experience doing this all over the country for all different types of incidents. That's a great thing. We need this at this facility. It's a small facility and it's a huge explosion. But getting those resources out there is one thing. Getting the data out to the public is another.
Why do you think this holdup is happening?
I'm not really sure. There could be a delay in getting the sample results back from the lab, but at this point, as we know, the explosion happened on Friday. That material hit the water on Friday. So when were those results collected, and getting that information out is really important. We have a lot of questions. Our folks were out there yesterday looking down there at Lee's Landing, which is almost to the mouth of the river, almost to the lake. We did see little bits of signs of oil. That's to be expected. It's not a great thing, but you know, one would expect with that volume of oil, some would make it that far. Yeah. But we're not in the business of emergency response. We don't want to be on scene responding to this type of incident. We just don't have the capability to do that. We are depending on the agencies to do that for us and get us the information.
And Christy, in all fairness then, with this question, a lot of people are wondering, do I wait to clean up to have those test results? As someone who's worked in the field and now for the Conservancy, what's your answer?
It's very hard for me to answer that question because I think we just don't know the extent of the hazards that the public may face if they were to touch this. Some of the things I heard at the press conference were just go get your car washed. Well, our question is, where does the water go from that car wash? Do we have the capability to treat that wastewater that's washed off of those cars?
Christy Trail, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
Keeping the conversation going all the time.
Thank you.
All right.